What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Conversations with Prime, episode 8. DJ lessons, are they worth it? Once again, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions. Let's have a conversation. So this has been an interesting topic to me, even though I feel a lot of my videos have interesting topics that people don't really talk about. But one thing I wanted to talk about with the DJ lessons, right? Everybody in life needs lessons, whether you're trying to learn something, you're trying to brush up on something you already know, or you just have no clue about something. There's nothing better than taking lessons and getting help from someone that's probably more advanced than you or probably know exactly what it is that you want to do. So with that being said, you know, a lot of my videos and topics can pertain to anything. This can pertain to if you want to learn how to box, if you want to learn how to play baseball, basketball, whatever. It could go to anything, but you know, we push all the topics to music. This is interesting to me because for a long time I've seen a lot of DJ lessons, whether it's online or they have the DJ schools. And one thing I could say is that the prices to me are outrageous. I saw some schools, you know, $100 an hour, $200 for private lessons. You have some for $80. I even seen some for $300. I know some DJs that charge like $500. Everything varies, price range. Now, the only thing is this, if you want to learn how to DJ, you know the proper way. There's nothing wrong with learning how to, of course, beat count is very important. Learning how to count your bars, learning how to drop it on the correct bar when you're mixing a song, and learning how to transition, learning how to stick to certain genres, and learning how to read the crowd, to me, is more of like a thing you have to go out there and experience. It can't really be taught to you. It can be explained, but I don't think it can be taught. So with those key things of learning how to do the basics of DJing, learning how to read your meters, making sure things are not bleeding. If you want turntables, making sure your needles have no dust on them, making sure the vinyl is clean, making sure your weight is corrected. All of these little things are important. I believe those can be taught to you. If you pay attention, you'll pick it up within weeks, sometimes days. I had students that picked it up in hours. That's the easy part. But then when it comes to the turntablism, or the turntablism aspect of DJing, becoming a turntablist, I feel that that's something that can be taught to a degree. I don't feel nobody can make you incredible. That comes from discipline, that comes from consecutive practice, and how bad are you passionate about what you're doing. That's where it comes from. And what I feel is that a lot of the stuff that turntablists do are incredible. Whether you see them doing tricks, you see them spinning around, you see them doing one-handed tricks, or just manipulating the record to a point where you can't even understand how it happened. It's almost like it's magic. It's almost like they're magicians. So to the human eye, that looks incredible. Just like if you see a magic trick, you're asking yourself, how did they do that? And who wouldn't want to learn how to do a magic trick, you know? So I'm saying this to say this. I feel once you kind of mastered the art of DJing, the basics, playing music, learning how to transition, learning how to beat match, learning how to count your bars, learning how to keep people on the dance floor. Once you master that aspect, yeah, there's nothing wrong with leveling up. But here's the thing, in this world that we live in, there are people that don't care. They're gonna take your money. It's just business like anything else. Nobody, that guy that's talking to you in the store, oh, that looks nice on you, why don't you try this? They're trying to make money. It's all about business. It's all about them feeding their family and keeping their business going. They really don't care about you like the way you may think they do. And I say that because I see a lot of people getting taken advantage of. To learn the art of turntablism, it takes a while, and it's more to it than somebody just sitting you down and explaining how to do a certain pattern or a certain scratch, or how to juggle a certain record. It's more than that. I feel it could go but so far, and then the rest is on your own. So I say that to give you an example. Some of these people are charging $100 to $200 an hour. Some of these things may take you a month. Some people may learn it in a week. Some people may even take a year. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say that I learned what I learned quick. It's some things that took me 6 months to learn, some things took me a year. When you spending hundreds of dollars, like let's say if you take one lesson and you pay $200 for that one lesson, it's only an hour or 2 hours. Let's say you got bread and you do 3 hours, you do a lesson for 3 hours, $600. You may or may not learn that pattern. Just because you're paying for it and you're getting taught don't mean you're gonna get it. So now you went and you spent $600 on probably 1 or 2 patterns that you're trying to get or lessons. You got those two. Now you want to level up again. You go out here and let's say you spend 400. You at 1,000. You learn that, whether it takes you a month, 2 months. Okay, I want to level up from here. You go ahead and spend, let's say you spend 300. So you see the price is going up. You're almost in the thousands already. So let's just say you do a package deal and you spend $2,000 or whatever, and you don't learn nothing. That money is down the drain, time wasted. And I'm telling you this because I'm keeping it real to the point where these things happen. Use me for an example. Even though I caught on to a lot of things, when I got back into DJing and I was focusing on the turntablist aspects and bettering myself, I spent close to $1,000 on lessons, you know, throughout time. Of course, not at one shot, but you know, 100 here, 80 here, 200 here. And I learned a lot, don't get me wrong, but there's still a lot I have to learn. I still have to learn a lot. And just so as anybody else, once you learn, it keeps going. So I see a lot of these online DJ schools or whatever, they're basically robbing people because they know that it's gonna take more than 1 or 2 or maybe 3 lessons to really get this stuff under wraps. Just think about it, it's over like 10 or 15 different scratches you can do. So you multiply 10 by 100, it's 1,000. And then what if you want to learn how to beat juggle? There's so many different patterns. It's more than 10 patterns with that, so now you at 2. And they know that. And I feel like some of these lessons are so expensive. You can look at the lessons, look at the prices. It's no joke. And one thing that I could say that's not really cool to me, if someone doesn't know how to really DJ that good and they're still a beginner, they shouldn't be learning no advanced techniques. Like if a person doesn't know how to even hold a fader when they scratch, or how to have their arm position or have their hand position on the record and never touch the record, how are you teaching them that? It's almost like you're giving a person a gun and saying, go fight this war. And this person never shot a gun before, never been in battle, never had his adrenaline running from almost having his life taken away and you throw him in war. And see, people know that, but it's all about greed. Money is the root of all evil. People don't care, especially in these days and times. They'll take your money and sell you a dream. And they will make you think that you're gonna get this stuff in a matter of days, weeks, months. And it just doesn't work like that. And I see people just taking people money left and right. And it's sad to see that. It's sad to see the confused looks on these people's face when you're doing an advanced technique that they don't have a clue what you're doing or how you even got there to do it. No baby has been born and came out of their mother just walking. They learn how to grab things, they learn how to turn around, then they learn how to crawl, and then they learn how to walk, and then they learn how to run. They don't do it without skipping. So if you've never been on the turntable before and you're on controllers, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to understand the mechanics of a platter spinning, and you have to bring it back and you have to scratch this way and do this, and you never did it. It could get frustrating. And to just see people just taking people's money and charging all of these outrageous prices all for money. And don't get me wrong, there's some people out there that get these lessons and it's worth it. I'm not saying the DJ lessons aren't worth it. I'm just saying be careful. I'm giving you advice to something that if you're gonna get into, do your research and ask yourself, is this what you really want to do? Because I'm telling you now, to become like a turntablist and to take those lessons is very expensive. And you may not get it or understand it. It's that real. So when you trying to make that decision, you probably feel that you mastered the art of DJing as far as playing the music, like I said, and you want to level up. Nothing wrong with it, but do it wisely and make sure you get someone that you can afford and you get someone that you can talk to when you're not having lessons, that you can reach out to, that you can send videos to and see if you're improving. Because a lot of people don't do that. And it just breaks my heart for me to see some of these instructors showing people how to do these crazy techniques and they don't even know how to position their hand on the record or even hold a fader. Some don't even know how to turn the turntable on or never been on one. And they're getting taught these things. It's like, it's unbelievably crazy. It's a lot to learn in turntablism. I can't sit here and give you a number and say it's 10 juggles to learn and it's 10 scratches. Yeah, it is, some chord scratches that you should know. I do give lessons too, and I charge $40 to $50 a lessons, and some of my students, they can't afford that. I even go lower. I work with you. And the one thing with me, everything that we have a lesson on, I'm sending you a video. You can reach out to me anytime. I'll get on the phone, I'll get on FaceTime and help you get what you're trying to understand. That's the thing with me. So keep that in mind. That's what I want to say on this episode of Conversations with Prime. DJ lessons, are they worth it? That's the question you got to ask yourself. To me, my answer is honest opinion. Yeah, they're worth it to some degree. You got to be real careful, and that's with anything in life you're getting into. Make sure you in it for the long run, because when you're trying to step up from just DJing, playing records to manipulating records, that stuff will consume you. It's some nights that I didn't even get no sleep. I'm waking up 2, 3 in the morning because I'm trying to get a pattern that I'm learning. It will consume you, so just know it. It's no different from martial arts. It's no different from boxing. It's no different from working out. You have to take the correct steps to get to where you need to be. Once again, please like, please subscribe, please share, please spread the word. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all my supporters, and please help this channel grow. We're trying to get more than 1,000 for the new year. I don't think that's much to ask for. Thank you again. Conversations with Prime, episode 8. DJ lessons, are they worth it? Peace.